Welcome to the course of the Behavioral Finance Session 5. We'll understand the prospect theory. The prospect theory helps in understanding the utility theory in the present time. The prospect theory takes care of the probability, that is the expected probability, that the perceived probability by the customers or by the investor on any investment outcomes. And at the same time, the utility one derives on the basis of the loss and the gain and the framing effect. So let me give an example. The framing effect, like if you'll put the thing in the positive frame, it is more likely the person will accept it more. So all of us know one famous story. The one astrologer came and told to the king that, king, very soon you are likely to die. So then he was put into prison. Another astrologer came and he expressed and he told to the king, king, very soon you are going to celebrate, or the whole kingdom is going to celebrate the ascending of your son as a king, and he most probably in whole of your dynasty he will be the youngest king in the history. So then the same astrologer was rewarded with so much jewels and so many, and he was respected like anything. But the same statement, whether the young prince will become king only if the king will die, but if we'll put it in the positive frame, it is likely to be taken in the reaction of the person used to be different. So the framing has a effect on the decision making. Similarly, people have a different utility for the loss and gain. So we look into the different situation, we'll understand how the people have a different utility for the loss and gain. If the loss is there, the people are more likely to feel the pain than the same amount of utility the person derived from the profit. So 50,000 loss is much more painful. Maybe the pain is double than the happiness one derived just by earning 50,000. So let us see the expected utility function. Expected utility function defined by Bernoulli, that the probability of the outcome into the utility. So the probability of any outcome and the utility one gain from that gives the. So in this theory, there is a, as per the Bernoulli, there is a limit to which person used to derive the utility from the wealth. Up to certain point, the person used to derive happiness of gaining wealth. Beyond a point, the person do not feel any happiness. The marginal utility of the money also used to decrease, like the marginal utility function that is being depicted. So like all of us know, if I'll be given a rasagolla or a sweet, the first rasagolla may give me good amount of utility or happiness, but subsequent may the utility that I will derive may be less. And beyond a 10 or so life may have a negative, beyond that I will not move. So similarly the wealth or the money have the utility up to certain point. Beyond that the person do not derive any additional happiness by earning more money. Rather at certain point it may have a detrimental effect of earning beyond certain point. The person prefer to be happy with to a limit. So that is limit to it, and the person used to have. But the same thing, the utility or the probability or the loss and gain, how that can be presented in a different frame that has been given. Let us see. So choosing a option, Which option will you choose? Option 1, in an investment there is a sure gain or 100% chance of getting a profit of 10 lakhs. So option 1, there is a sure gain of 10 lakhs. In option B, in an investment there is 50% chance that one can gain nothing or 50% chance of getting 20 lakhs. So if we'll see the which option will you choose, then most of the person used to respond that they will choose the option A because there is a sure gain of 10 lakhs and nobody want to take risk that there will not be any gain because 50% chance that you will not gain anything. So in that case, so the person used to have, because the person used to avoid the loss or the risk. So the person used to choose the positive frame, but looking into the probability, you will see whether 50% chance of getting 0, 50% chance of getting 20 lakhs, the net utility is 10 lakh. Even if the utility in both the cases are same, but still the in the case of gain, the person used to prefer the certainty. So let us, so the utility function here, the person is not indifferent to the utility outcome. Which option will you choose? Situation is such that maybe a COVID kind of situation a small business is passing through. In the first case, the business will suffer a sure loss of 15 lakhs, and the option 2, there is 25% chance that business will not suffer any loss, or 3/4 or 75% chance that there will be a loss of 20 lakh. So the business will suffer a sure loss of 15 lakhs, or there is 25% chance that the business will not suffer anything. So in such kind of situation, stressful situation, people used to develop a undefinable faith on his fate or on his luck that he will escape and he will not suffer any loss. So in spite of the risk of 75% chance of 20 lakhs loss, the person will likely to take the risk to escape from the loss. And the given this situation, which option will you choose? So most of the people choose the option B. So in the case of risk, the people become risk taking. In the case of gain, the people used to so prefer the sure shot gain. So let us see another. A rare virus outbreak happened in 600% village. There are two programs to get the solution under which program A 200% can be saved if you follow the program A. If you follow the program B, 1/3 chance all can be saved. 2/3 chance no one will be saved. If you follow, so 2/3 chance that no one will be saved, better follow the program where all these 200 can be saved. Alternative, a rare virus outbreak in 600% village. If one choose the program A, 400 will die. And if one choose the program B, no one will die. 2/3 chance all will die. So look into the benefit of the no one will die, the people will choose the option B. But if you'll see the program 400 will die, automatically tells 200 will survive. But 1/3 no one will die means even if the statement, both the statement are same, the framing itself change the decision making of the person. Suppose your close relative is suffering from the cancer, you visited a doctor. We have discussed this. Dr. A expressed after all checkup 70% chance the patient will die. Dr. B express after all checkup that 20% chance the person will survive, more likely you will visit the doctor B instead of doctor A. Thus, similarly in the case of finance, if you highlight the loss or the gain, at what with which framing you are presenting your statement, that affect the decision making of the person in the investment. So framing of decision and psychology of choice. As per the theory of framing, people tend to avoid risk when a positive frame is presented, but seek risk when a negative frame is presented. Same meaning but different framing of the question influence the decision behavior of the person and highlight the loss aversion. So people do not want to take the loss, and as far as possible they want to avoid the loss. Odin in 1998 opined proper study on the individual's investment behavior. Their approach and of distribution of wealth in the risk and risk-free investment can help a lot. It can help the organization to offer the better support and guidance to the common man and professional. So what we found in this situation, even if the utility of both the cases, in the case of 4 or 5 are same, or in the case of this option, in the case of problem situation 2, even if the utility is same, still people used to choose the positive framing. So the utility theory of the rationality did not apply to the human being decision. Human is more carried out by the framing effect. So let us look into the framing. So the frame after the framing, let us look into the utility. So that is a subjective expected utility. Even if the subjective utility have their one indifferent line, but still the subjective utility, let us see the wealth. So all of us understood the wealth or the money have the utility up to certain extent. Beyond that, the utility one derived from money used to. So the expected utility theory was developed in 1979 by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky. So they have produced a series of paper on this theory. Let me give let let us give an example. Suppose in an Olympic medal, one got gold, one silver, and one got bronze. So if you look into the utility, the person who got the gold, he should be the most happiest. The person who got the silver, the next happiest. The person who got bronze, he should be the least. But it is being found the person he or she got the bronze medal, she is the most happiest among all of them. Because her frame of reference, if if I'm not, at least I'm not in the fourth position where I would not have got any medal. So I just rarely escape from getting nothing, and she is very or he is very happy that at least he got something. But the person who got the silver medal, just he is confusing and he is in deep regression. He is a regret that with a little effort he could have got gold, but now he is too satisfied with the silver. And the person who is happy, the gold medalist, with reference to the silver medalist and bronze, he is happy that at least he is above both of them. So the frame of reference, let me give an example. Suppose a person get a salary of 60,000 and he was earning earlier 55,000, and the person get a salary of 50,000 and he was earning earlier 25,000. So even if he is getting just 50,000, he will be more happier than the person getting 60,000 because his reference point is 25,000. In the second case, the reference point he was earlier earning 55,000. So it is not the 60,000 or 50,000, the reference point that gives a sense of satisfaction. In next session, we will try to understand the detail of this utility theory and the reference point. So in the life, the utility one derives all it is a comparative kind of statement. Like if someone will offer me the laddu or some sweet, uh, then I look into I was given laddu, but my friend was given rasagulla. So then my utility, what I will derive from that laddu, will be much lesser. Look into the my friend what he or she is getting. So the utility is not independent of any other. So it is a relative phenomenon and one used to derive on the basis of the comparative reference point what other is also getting. So let us go through the some of the statement and give your uh, preference and go through the first 30 minutes of the video. It is being the lecture of the Robert Sealer in the Yale Business School and write down your learnings. Similarly, so this is a very good video. Go through it. Is a very good video for to understand the prospect theory. So question why and how framing effect in decision making. Write down from the experience. How utility is derived with the reference to the reference point state with example. Thank you.